Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following statements about the Yoga School of Philosophy. 1. It was founded by sage Patanjali and is one of the 6 orthodox schools of Indian philosophy. 2. It is closely related to Sankhya school. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Yoga School of Philosophy was founded by sage Patanjali and is one of the 6 orthodox schools of Indian philosophy. It presents a method of physical and mental discipline. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is closely related to Sankhya school. As per the Sankhya and Yoga schools, the universe is composed of 2 realities, that is, Purush, that is consciousness, and Prakriti, that is matter. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now, let's begin today's session. First question is, which of the following best describes the Axiom-4 mission? A NASA-ISRO joint mission to explore Mars, a private astronaut mission to the International Space Station, a European Space Agency mission to study the South Pole of the Moon, or a Greek mission to launch a satellite for global communication. The correct answer is option B, a private astronaut mission to the International Space Station. Axiom Mission 4 is the 4th private astronaut mission to the International Space Station. It is expected to spend up to 14 days docked to the space station. It is scheduled to be launched in August 2024 from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The ISS is a large permanently crewed laboratory that orbits Earth 400 kilometers above Earth's surface. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding Indian eagle owl. 1. It is a large horned owl species native to hilly and rocky scrub forest in the Indian subcontinent. 2. It was earlier treated as a subspecies of the Eurasian eagle owl. Which of the above statements is or are not correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. That is, both the statements are correct. Indian eagle owl is also called the rock eagle owl or Bengal eagle owl. It is a large horned owl species native to hilly and rocky scrub forest in the Indian subcontinent. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It was earlier treated as a subspecies of the Eurasian eagle owl. It was classified as a separate species only in recent years. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. It is usually seen in pairs. It has a deep, resonant booming call that may be heard at dawn and dusk. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question, KF-51 Panther, Abrams, M1A2 and Zorawar, which were recently seen in the news, are related to drones, tanks, satellite or bilateral exercises. The correct answer is option B, tanks. German KF-51 Panther, the American Abrams, M1A2 and Indian Zorawar are tanks. The Defense Research and Development Organization has unveiled the prototype of India's indigenous light tank, Zorawar, which is set to undergo extensive trials. It was jointly developed by DRDO and Larsen & Toubro with contributions from various micro, small and medium enterprises. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question. Regarding Samayapuram Temple, consider the following statements. 1. The temple is located in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu and is over 1200 years old. 2. It is dedicated to goddess Mariamman. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Samayapuram Temple. The temple is located in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu, is over 1200 years old. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is associated with legends of goddess Mariamman, believed to be an incarnation of goddess Durga, Mahakali, Adi Shakti or Nishumbh Sudhini. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, regarding particulate matter or PM, consider the following statements. 1. PM 2.5 is small enough to easily bypass the nasal and throat regions and can instead enter directly into the bloodstream. 2. The safe limit recommended by the World Health Organization for PM 2.5 is 15 micrograms per cubic meter. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Particulate matter or PM are extremely fine particulate matter particles with the digits accompanying them referring to their diameter. So PM10 and PM2.5 are smaller than 10 and 2.5 microns in their diameter respectively. 1 micron is about 1/1000th of a millimeter, and this tiny size has a role to play in how they impact human health. The finer the particles are, the more difficult it gets to protect oneself from them. Due to their size, the PM2.5 particles can easily bypass the nose and throat and can enter the circulatory system. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The safe limit recommended by the World Health Organization for PM2.5 is 15 micrograms per cubic meter. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question. Article 355 of the Indian Constitution deals with which of the following responsibilities of Union Government? Ensuring that the state governments functions according to the provisions of the Constitution, providing financial assistance to the states for implementing developmental projects, regulating trade and commerce between states, or consent of the Union Government to raise loans by states. The correct answer is option A, ensuring that the state governments function according to the provisions of the Constitution. Article 355 of the Indian Constitution, duty of the Union to protect states against external aggression and internal disturbance. It shall be the duty of the Union to protect every state against external aggression and internal disturbance, and to ensure that the government of every state is carried on in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution. It is a provision under Part 18 of the Constitution titled Emergency Provisions. Under Article 355, the Union Government has the power to issue directions to any state to ensure compliance with the Union's laws and regulations. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following provisions are adopted from the British Constitution? 1. Directive Principles of State Policy. 2. Rule of Law. 3. Bicameralism. 4. Procedure established by law. 5. Appointment of state governors by the centre. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1, 3 and 4 only, 2 and 3 only, 2, 3 and 5 only, or 1, 2 and 3 only. The correct answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. Provisions adopted from the British Constitution are parliamentary government, rule of law, legislative procedure, single citizenship, cabinet system, prerogative writs, parliamentary privileges, and bicameralism. Other sources are Irish Constitution Directive Principles of State Policy, Japanese Constitution Procedure Established by Law, and Canadian Constitution Appointment of State Governors by the Centre. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question. With reference to the Brahmaputra River, consider the following statements. 1. It originates from the Ambul-Lapcha Glacier in Nepal. 2. It is known as the Brahmaputra after meeting with two streams, the Lohit and the Dihang. 3. The sudden flattening of the river slope in the Assam Valley leads to a braided nature of the river. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none? The correct answer is option A, only 1. The Brahmaputra River originates from the Chemayungdung Glacier in southwestern Tibet. Its source is very close to the sources of Indus and Satluj. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Just west of the Sadia town, the Dihang River turns southwest and merges with two mountain streams, the Lohit and the Dibang. Below the confluence, the river is known as the Brahmaputra. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The average slope reduces from about 2.82 meter per kilometer in Tibet to around 0.1 meter per kilometer in Assam Valley. The sudden flattening of the river slope in the Assam Valley leads to a braided nature of the river. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, which one of the following best describes a Hindu ritual called Angapradakshinam? Walking around the temple in a clockwise direction while chanting mantras. Rolling around the temple premises in a prostrate position as an act of devotion. Offering food and other offerings to the temple deity, or meditating in front of the temple deity for an extended period. The correct answer is option B, rolling around the temple premises in a prostrate position as an act of devotion. Angapradakshinam is one of the important vows taken by the pilgrims to show their devotion to the Lord and thank Him for protecting them and fulfilling their wishes. During Angapradakshinam, the devotee lies prostrate on the ground with arms outstretched and rolls facing the temple's sanctum sanctorum. The rolling pathway is called Viman Pradakshinam. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Last question regarding Swami Vivekananda. Consider the following statements. 1. He preached neo-Vedanta, an interpretation of the Hinduism through a Western lens. 2. He took the name Vivekanand, changing from Sachidanand that he used before. 3. While in Chicago, he found the first Vedanta Society in 1893. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 3 only, 3 only, 1 and 2 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option C, 1 and 2 only. Swami Vivekananda preached neo-Vedanta, an interpretation of Hinduism through a Western lens, and believed in combining spirituality with material progress. Hence, statement 1 is correct. In 1893, he took the name Vivekanand after Maharaj Ajit Singh of the Khetri state requested him to do so, changing from Sachidanand that he used before. Hence, statement 2 is correct. While in New York, he founded the first Vedanta Society in 1894. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Now, moving on to practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the nuclear suppliers group. 1. It is a group of nuclear supplier countries that seeks to contribute to the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. 2. It completely prohibits nuclear trade to prevent the proliferation of nuclear weapons or other nuclear explosive devices. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.